Hi, I'm Stu O'Connor. I'm one of the infrastructure engineers at Unison Cloud. I'm here to talk to you today about Unison's new Bring Your Own Cloud, or BYOC feature, which gives you the ease of writing distributed software that you get from Unison Cloud, but with the software running in containers on your infrastructure. We put together a repository of examples of different ways of running Unison Cloud in your infrastructure. Keep in mind, however, that these are just meant to be examples. They're not meant to be production ready. We just want to show how easy it is to fit Unison Cloud into your infrastructure. Right now, we have examples of running Unison Cloud locally with Docker Compose, running Unison Cloud directly on EC2 instances, or running on a Kubernetes cluster. Today, we're going to show a quick demo of the Kubernetes example, which runs Unison on an AWS EKS cluster. We're going to be doing this in 3 parts. First, we're going to configure and create the cluster. Then we're going to verify that the infrastructure looks healthy, and then we'll submit a job to our new cluster using UCM. Now, let's dive into the actual deployment. The first step is to configure our variables, which is done in the terraform.tfvars file. This file starts off with the only 3 variables that must be set. We have to pick an AWS region and at least 2 availability zones in that region. Here we're using 2 AZs in US West 1. The one thing we have to do here is set a custom cluster name. We're going to use my BYOC cluster for this demo. Now, once we save this file, we're ready to start deploying. Our first step is to run tofu init. This command inspects our configuration and downloads any necessary Terraform modules and providers we'll need for the install. Perfect, now we can run tofu apply, which will start the deployment process. This is going to create a VPC, a DynamoDB table, a couple of S3 buckets, and a Kubernetes cluster, and then deploy the Unison Cloud application on Kubernetes. This typically takes about 20 to 30 minutes, so we're going to fast forward while OpenTofu does its thing. When tofu apply finishes, it gives a few helpful outputs. It gives us a sample Unison program that we can use to test our cluster, and it gives us a couple of useful AWS commands. This command sets our local Kubernetes configuration so that we can talk to our cluster. This command will query AWS for the EC2 nodes that make up our Kubernetes cluster and report on their health. And it looks like all of ours are healthy. We can run kubectl get pods and see that we have Unison pods up and running and a proxy running in each AZ. Now for the exciting part, let's actually try and use our cluster. I'll start up UCM and create an empty project. Then we'll install the Unison Cloud library into our project. Now let's try the sample program that was created for us when we deployed the cluster. A copy of the program is saved in the outputs directory. We can load the program into UCM using the load command. And now we can run the program with the run command. And that shows that we were successfully able to run an, albeit very simple, calculation on our new cluster. And that's it. If you think you might be interested in getting Unison running on your infrastructure, please don't hesitate to get in touch.